supports tend to go very heavy on the regenerating items instead of getting wards. And in the nature of the matchup, Fiddlesticks does not have that damage prevention and heal like Janna has in the form of the shield. So in most trades, a Swift Fate is always going to come out ahead, barring some big misplay coming from the bot lane. So
Yeah, that's right, we got Meme coming in as well. The Ring of Frost or the Ring of Ice won't be available here for Ethan to actually lock down Shady. Shady should still have his hop, so he's quite safe here. So Meme looking for those ganks. Can he find it? That's the next question.
Yeah, Mew, however, hovering over the side with EQ combo being available. He has bot, has the Rangers Trailblazer, so will be able to sacrifice his jungle a bit more, knowing that he can get the gold. They're poised for this gank here.
Yeah, knowing as well that Meme showed his face up in top lane, this could be a good dive. I felt that Mio could have taken the Krog camp here first and then follow on with the dive, so we will see. Jungler's not affecting the game all too much just yet.
Yeah, but you can immediately see the focus of both teams here. The top side, 2 wards being placed down for War Gods PID. They know they want to get Ethan on the Sandra hit, whereas in the bot lane, they know that Slay is the priority to snowball. So Mio dedicating a lot of time to this bot lane, trying to get a gank even though the lane is ahead.
Yeah, can I just say that in the bot lane, oh, there we see some mid lane action happening as well. A flash coming out from Nage as he is blinking red. The Mimic dies there, but in the bottom lane, Slay as well as Akiho are actually half a level ahead of both Shura and Iban.
And it's because of the EXP denial, that's been coming in from Akiho so well. He's been zoning away Iban as well as Shura single-handedly. Oh, so much damage coming onto Ethan.
The fear comes out, terrify actually, but still the rend. Slay putting himself in a really good position, not only to get the render out of the minions, but also out of his lane opponents here.
Yeah, it constantly resets as well. So if he lands the next
If he lands another auto attack, it's going to be a Pierce and a rend for the kill.
Yeah. Slay here playing very aggressive, especially using that Sentinel to keep himself safe now. Hovering over the side is Meme. Whoa, so much damage coming onto Eben. Meme, however, he is hovering on the side. He's coming from the gank. Decides not to follow up. There is a ward there by Akiho to spot out this gank. Meme will not convert anything here. And top lane immediately goes aggressive, seeing the jungle in the bot lane. Very well played as Swift Fate.
Yeah, pulls out the ultimate as well from Meganar. Really interesting move coming out from Shady. Tries to assert some lane dominance, but wow, Slay going down extremely low here. The tether will not land, and Slay just trying to get in. The smite comes out. Akiho here will get a knockout. Can he get away? The Terrify coming down to Akiho. Double fear. Has to force the flash. Will it land though? Nage coming with the distortion. Misses the ethereal chains. Akiho will go down eventually.
Yeah,
to who?
They give it to Meme.
So he has 2 kills here. Yeah. Didn't really see how Slay went down so low in the first place. That was really interesting. We were so sure that Slay could have just easily killed Iban here, but yeah, interesting way to give the kill to Meme as well.
A lot of damage going down to Nage. Jinky does take the chains to the face, however, Mio at the side does not get the EQ combination, knowing that LeBlanc has distortion away. So going into safety is this LeBlanc, knowing when to be aggressive and when to play safe. Very good judgment here coming from Nage.
Yeah, that's right. So really interesting focus here. Meme rushing to the Warriors enchantment on his skirmishers. That's going to be something to look out for. And he's going to hit level 6 really soon as well. So there's going to be a big power spike for the side of War Gods PID Diamond.
Yeah, now, especially because of the fact that he did get those early 2 kills, Borgots made an active decision to give it over to this Nocturne. So he's going to be hitting level 6 way before Mio, I believe.
They're actually about the same experience level. So Mio has been farming quite a bit in the mid lane, however. There we go. Mio not level 6 yet. Nage nearly going down. Meme in a lot of trouble. Has to flash away from this one. The teleport coming in. Gets the Dragon Lance. The auto attack. Is it enough? The Terrify is going to come out from Shura onto Jinky. Silence coming in. Can Kalista get the Pierce though? Off to the side. Will not be able to land it, but the Flag and Drag combo gets them the kill in the bottom. It's going to be the teleport that's cancelled here. Shura is in a lot of trouble right now. Mio is going to come right in. He's going to hit level 6 off this kill, I believe. Yes, we do. Won't see the Cataclysm come down onto Iban. Who thought they might want to dive this, but without the flashes coming out from the side of the Swift Fate, it's going to be 2 kills for nothing. as they chase all the way from mid lane into the bottom.
Yeah, they honestly should have dived that turret. Ethan had cancelled his teleport and there was no more mobility.
Oh, the face call coming in. That's gonna completely miss through the quick draw. Meme coming right in this time. Slay gets 1 kill. Can he get Meme as well? It's gonna be 2v1. The Monsoon comes out. And there we see, ooh, we got this scrying orb as well. Meme is gonna go down here. Double kill for Slay. You're not gonna catch up to Kalista, especially since she has the martial cadence as well as the rend.
Yeah, you could see that kite being so effective that the moment the Monsoon peeled Meme off Slay, he could just kite backwards, use the Pierce, including the Rend, to spike down so much damage. That was amazing play coming from the bot lane here from ASF Fate. Now 3-1-1 is this Kalista. She's gonna finish up her Infinity Edge real soon, and she's gonna power spike in the mid game so well. War God's Diamond have to be very careful.
Meme as well, not opting for the Warrior's enchantment in that fight. He actually had his build for the Cutlass, so this is a really interesting thing, and as you pointed out to me as well, Slay not finishing up the Infinity Edge, but instead going for the recurve bow, and that's signaling to us the Runa's Hurricane as his first item.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you're so far ahead. If you can pop all those Rend stacks on the enemy, you can basically kite around so fast because of the extra movement speed and extra attack speed, excuse me, because of how martial cadence works.
Yep.
So, honestly, not a bad build by any measure of the imagination.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we don't see Slay with his tier 1 boots as well, because if you didn't know, Kalista's martial cadence scales off the tier of your boots. So it's not the amount of movement speed you have, instead it is the tier of the boot that the martial poise, not martial cadence, but it's by the tier. So if you get the brown shoes, you actually jump back or jump forward a little bit more. If you get a tier 2, you get that. Enchantments don't count though, so it's either the tier 1 or the tier 2.
Yeah, but I feel like that's because of how the lane works with Janna's localized movement speed bonus, as well as her... Oh my goodness, so much damage coming to Iban time and time again. But as I was saying, because of that localized movement speed bonus, Slay can do so much kiting by himself. He doesn't need the boots at all.
Yeah, he doesn't need the boots. Will not, but he's using martial poise really, really well. Oh, we got a Crow Storm coming in, gets out to Slay, and then we see the triple dive here. That was how this composition is going to work. Double kill going to Shura. Not the best target. Hopefully could have gone to Iban. I think that was what they were hoping for, but still it was the double kill here. Massive dive, and like you said, once the darkness is popped, the Crow Storm's gonna come down and you're gonna have an eternal nightmare down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, the Fear Burner being used on Mio. However, Jinky in the backline goes in rather deep. A bit of miscommunication coming in. The EQ combination not landing as the Riftwalk is being popped up by Jinky to escape. But I don't want to talk about that combination as you mentioned. That was exactly how you use it, yes. But now, because of how they managed to pick up 2 people, 3 people so simply like that, they could always translate it into simple objectives like Dragon or Vision or Buff Steal.
Yeah, that's right. However, I have to say that if Shady's teleport was up and then you had Mio still in the fight, the objective control should still go to ASF Fate unless they have more members there and they want to force the issue with a 4 versus 5. And right here, they actually they should have sent Ethan down to the bottom as well. He had his teleport up and he could have easily gotten the first dragon right there.
Yeah, Wargod's PID there, giving a bit too much respect to the ASUS Fate 2-man rush coming in from Jinky as well as Mio. Losing out that dragon, which was essentially free from contention. You have to think a bit of a shot call coming in from Wargod's Diamond.
And we will have to see a lot of items being picked up middle of the lane. Jinky and Nage actually just kind of fighting it out as we see the flashing red health bars there, and wow, a cast 30 against a LeBlanc right now. That is just no way. That should not be even happening.
Yeah, but this was something we always praise Jinky for, is a mid laner. He always comes out ahead with CS advantages, even on, you know, slightly 50-50 matchups. Now Jinky has picked up his Rod of Ages as of 13 minutes, so at 23 minutes he's gonna hit his massive power spike for ASUS Fate, and that's probably when the Gnar gets very tanky as well.
It's a relatively early Rod of Ages as well. Oh my.
When you think about it, 23 minutes, you finish that Bloodthirster and Runa's Hurricane on Slay, you have the Rod of Ages.
Fully stacked.
Probably even the makings of a Zhonya's Hourglass. That's a very mobile, very scary, CC heavy composition.
Correct. I remember even Quickshot actually mentioning, or maybe it was Freak that mentioned on the analyst desk, that items, if you complete it, they're usually very item efficient. The only exception, of course, is Yomu's Ghost Blade. That only when you have your active, then that's gonna be it. And Rod of Ages is another one of those exceptions as well. You need to wait for it to hit the 6-minute mark of stacking before it becomes gold efficient. Runan's Hurricane just got completed on the side of Slay as well.
Yeah, so they should be looking to push the lanes a bit aggressively in the favor of ASUS Fate, knowing that they can kite very well with that Kalista, as well as use the wave clear coming from the Ren. Grouping up very soon would be the best case scenario, or alternatively, they could send the jungler or mid lane down to roam and get a kill with the immediate power spike that ASUS Fate has got.
Yeah, I actually like this decision from ASUS Fate not grouping up, because they're every single... Oh, we got a Crow Storm coming in from Jura again. Slay's gonna get instantly melted. This is... Oh, actually managed to flash away from this one, but there we go, the Cataclysm coming in. Mio actually in a little bit of trouble here. Akiho going in with the Flash Monsoon, getting the counter kill. Jinky with the roam down the bottom. Shady does not have his Mega now, but he's going to hop into that one. Meme is going to go down to Mio, and now they're going to chase onto Iban. Jinky, does he have his Rift Walk up? He's going to Rift Walk into the Tri-Bush. It's going to be 3-for-1 here on the side of ASUS Fate. Trick me, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. No.
Yeah, definitely the story of that gang there. Committing so many resources to killing the Kalista, yeah, sure. But then the rest of the team just pile on, one, man on man. Now we can see the replay coming in. Take a look at this gang. Shura being channeling the Crow Storm as... Whoa.
No action happening side.
Here. I think Jinky went in for a bit of aggressive action there, and our recombinate the collateral damage later on, you can see not being hit at all, as well as the exhaust. Now, they do get slayed, they overextend however, so the Cataclysm locking up 2 members. Perfect timing here by Akio. Flash, Monsoon, knock them back in. Mio solos both of these 2 targets. Out there on the backline, Jinky completely untouched. Ethan has to use all his crowd control, and Shady can just jump into the backline and finish everyone off. Where's your front line now, Wargod's Diamond?
Yeah, Wargod's Diamond that just kind of faltering in, blowing all the ultimates just to take down Slay, and it wasn't even a shutdown. Earlier it was actually a shutdown goal going over, which I completely agree with. And oh my goodness, the Flash and the Gnar out hitting completely air, and Ethan, are you gonna go down? Oh, actually using his ultimate. Shady, hello. Actually, Jinky is the one that gets the kill. Shady, yeah, Shady goes in for like, hey, I'm gonna tank it up for my boomerang. Gnar's like, yay, me. But no, Jinky is the one that gets the kill. He puts himself on the board 1-0 and 2 now. Rod of Ages, 3 minutes in. That's pretty good. Slay not having a great time, but he's drawing so much pressure that Kassadin and Gnar are just winning their lanes outright.
Yeah, strategically it's always good to give your Kassadin those kills and farm, because he's gonna hit his power spike much sooner, and Kassadin, who gets his items, is a very scary Kassadin indeed, especially against this composition of Wargod Diamonds. We talked about them using their automates to pick a target one by one. Well, if you're a very mobile assassin in the form of Kassadin, with your Zhonya's Hourglass, you have no problem getting to the back lines and killing people after they dive your priority targets.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Hungry Kid. Oh my goodness. Iban just comes in and... Okay, the scary thing about the Runan's Hurricane Kalista, actually we're looking at the gold here, 5.8 thousand gold compared to the 4.7. Not entirely sure how that lead actually, who am I kidding? Come on, the lead came up because from the kills, as well as the creep score between both Slay as well as Iban. I want to actually talk about how the Runan's Hurricane actually benefits the Kalista. You can actually add on to this. So when you get those stacks of the spears that's lodged into the target, what you can actually do is stack it up. Don't clear the wave yet. Line up your pierce and transfer every single stack of those spears onto the target that you want. Come in with the martial poise, rend him, and then that's basically it.
Yeah, so here's a tip for you solo queue players, both dropping it like it is. That's how you can basically maximize your damage in a 1v1 duo. You auto the minions twice so they don't go low, and then you pierce it all onto the last target, and then you rend after that.
Yeah, that's right. The Magi Soul Stealer as well as our observer is showing us 16 and a half minute pickup coming in from Akiho. I mean, he's 1, 2, and 8. 5 stacks is where you started off with. All you need is 1 more stack for it to become gold efficient.
And at this point, I'm not even mad that he's picked up that early Magi Soul Stealer, just because of how the composition of ASUS Fate is playing. Everyone is gonna be diving forward onto your priority targets anyway. Just sacrifice them. Don't get an early Mikhails. Instead, play the backline defense of using that Monsoon and Howling Gale to kite back, sacrifice one target, and then re-engage the fight with all your automates still available and that power You have to brute force.
Yeah, if you think about it, in that previous fight down in the bottom lane, it was actually Akiho that set up 2 kills for Mio there, so that was insane.
Dude, this guy is a beast on Janna as well as Thresh. There was a reason why Asus Fate's support, or rather the bot lane, this Janna was such a high priority pick for them.
Oh my goodness, Akiho going in here alone, zoning out Iban a little bit. Of course, Slay was in the back lines as well. Kalista players have 2 options actually in the lane. You either go for a poke-centric lane with maxing Pierce first, or you go for the, I don't know what you want to call it, the max rend first lane, I guess.
I would call it the team fight build because you essentially get Hurricanes into Bloodthirster, use that shield and go around fights, kite around with your martial poise, pop as many rend stacks onto targets as possible, and then just rend them all out immediately. You always have an effect in fights in the form of CC, and you'll always be doing damage because you have that mobility.
Okay, all the ultimates are actually up here for War Gods. Will they contest this?
Yeah, they're off on the side. A lot of damage coming down.
Oh my goodness.
Lissandra immediately being popped now. Shady also Nocturne out being popped immediately together with the Crow Storm. Mio is going down so low, but the Dragon went over to the side of Sue's Fate. The heal being used for even. Jinky jumps back into the fight. Now look
this is
at
going to be the Slay show right here.
He's just kiting all of it. Oh my goodness, you can't touch that, Kalista. Not today, guys.
Man.
That is a 4-for-1 at the end of the day for the side of Sue's Fate. And they get the Dragon. My goodness, what a big advantage being taken here.
You know, the epic thing is that Slay did not even get a single kill out of that fight. I'm going to take you through the replay. Watch the pin cushions explode here.
This is sick here coming from Slay. He has all that rend stacks. Now, take it away, Wolf.
Yeah, that's right. Look at the amount of damage coming out. Shady actually going in for this one. I actually completely disagree with this Gnar out just to execute this. And Kalista actually picked up the Dragon here. Great Crow Storm coming in. But everyone here was actually trapped in the Dragon Pit. Jinky doing a whole bunch of AoE damage. Slay, I felt, popped the Rend a little too early. Could have gotten a few more kills out of that one. Shady was at full health. Kassadin was at full health. Jinky here as well. Slay couldn't even get killed here by 4 diving members of the team. They only picked up Mio as well as Akiho.
Yeah, but he did get picked off in the process of that replay. So hopefully we get a replay of that kill in a bit of a short delay. Now something I want to talk about is that their composition. It's how it's supposed to be played. Yes, you pile all your CCs, pick off one target, but then you're stuck there without any damage and without any follow-up consistent crowd control. How are you going to win that fight at that point?
Yeah, imagine what would have happened if Ethan didn't get picked off in that fight. Crow Storm coming in, you force everyone to actually fight around the Crow Storm as well as the Lissandra out, and you could actually pick off more than 1 or 2 members because interestingly, Shura has a needlessly large board. Both the AP laners of War Gods on the side of Nage actually has the Morellonomicon already at that point of time. And as our observer is actually showing you right now, Jinky just picked up the Zhonya's Hourglass.
Yeah, now that is a very scary Kassadin who can jump the backline. We saw in the previous fight, Ethan just dropped immediately to Jinky's assassination potential, quote unquote, as the Kassadin. Now, with the Zhonya's Hourglass, if he pops Ethan, he could stall for the rest of his team to catch up. And Gnar, with his current items now, doing so much damage to Ethan, you can see, oh my goodness.
This is just insane. There's nothing that Shady can actually do about it. Meme doesn't even have his out and they're just gonna fight this one. Watch this Mega Gnar coming in, will not even get the Fear Tether out. The Hex Drinker has been popped. Nage does not have any damage at all right now, especially with Shady in Mega Gnar form. He has technically 3 now magic items, and Shady's still going in onto this one. They're baiting it, and we have Slay actually going for the rotation here. Will Slay appear? There we go. The Pierce actually forcing the flash, and there we go. We get the face call coming in as well from Akiho. Coming up big here. Nage will go down to 1 more auto attack. Slay unable to pick up Meme. Great knockout coming in with the Pierce as well. Mio even for the kill confirm here. Wasn't even needed, just popped in with the Demacian standard, and right now they're going to just easily push down this turret. Runans as well as the Bloodthirster are going to come up big. 1 turret going to go down, and Kassadin even at the bottom lane holding off both Iban and Shura. There's nothing much they can actually do about this.
Yeah, Shady here on Gnar is just such a force of nature. Picking up 2 resistance items, even 3 resistance items with that Mercury threat. Together with that Mega Gnar form, you're going to be denying all sorts of damage coming from Ethan, Meme, as well as Nage. There is no fear for you to be in the front line, stalling up for the rest of your team. You can see that just baiting in the enemy side of War Gods, waiting for Slay to just follow up, land those Pierce and Rend stacks, and clean up the house.
My next item that Slay might want to get to just be that perfect playmaker. He doesn't even need it because Shady and Jinky has been doing the work for him. He's just been the target for entire War Gods. But if he's been tired of dying all this game and he wants to bring up his KDA, just pick up a Quicksilver Sash.
Yeah.
The only thing that you really need to Quicksilver Sash is that Terrify, because it gives them such a huge window, as well as Ethan's Frozen 2.
Yeah, that Quicksilver Sash is also going to allow him, as you mentioned, yes, to clean off and cleanse rather, excuse me, off all those crowd control effects. But what it actually does is provide you a small window of timing, considering that now you can actually perfectly stack CC so that the Callista will fall immediately. It gives you a small window to essentially flash backwards, use your Pierce to cut even further, and then re-engage after that.
Disappointed with Akiho as well.
Not going for the full AP?
Yeah, going for, no, he, as a support, I mean, unlike Doa, I actually do like AD carries and supports. I mean, I have fun with my bloodthirsty supports at times, but you think about it, Slay has just been showing up so big in the lane, and so is Akiho, and nothing gonna happen here, and Slay actually jumping the wall with the martial poise as well. Really sad that Akiho did not pick up the Mercurial's, Mikhail's Crucible to kind of save Slay from all those really hectic dives there.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Slay is only gonna be the only target here for. Considering it's Cassidy going so deep.
Oh my goodness, there we go, the Mega Knight, she gets to lands onto Ethan as well, and the Howling Gale coming big here. 2 kills for the Cassidy, double kill coming out for Jinky, and it's gonna be a triple now, and the ace here. Shady jumping in with that Mega Knight formation, Mio coming in with the follow-up knockup, and Akiho coming up big as well with the max range Howling Gale for them to easily clean up this team fight. They can actually just not close out this game, but take down the inhibitor here.
This is the issue that the Cassidy with the Zonya presents to the composition that Wargo's Diamond is playing. You can just jump forward, land that 1E, throw the rest of the team, and the rest of the team for Asus Fate is gonna follow up.
They're gonna back out here, and they have the dragon timer. They could actually get the dragon before recalling here, but they're just gonna recall. Slay will go down. Randuin's Omen just purchased on the side of Jarvan. Banshee's Veil just completed for Shady. And we've got another needlessly large item coming in for the side of Jinky.
Yeah, with the third dragon, it's gonna be even scarier for Asus Fate. The extra movement speed is gonna allow them to kite even harder and even faster. Wargod's Piety must and should sneak this very quick dragon away from the side of Asus Fate.
14 stacks for Akiho right now.
My goodness, that is a cost-efficient book now. Asus Fate piling onto this dragon. They have started a meme. There's a lone sacrifice by his own teammates. They probably still made this over to the side of Asus Fate. No jungler.
Oh, Crowstorm coming in. Are they gonna actually go for Akiho right here? The Fate's Call gonna jump up. Actually knocks up Shura. I don't know if Akiho can actually do the support fight here. But there we go. We actually have Slay taking down Ethan. Double kill coming up from Mio. Shady in Meganar form at the end of that fight. Didn't even need to use his ultimate right there. And they are... The dragon is actually still alive. And Shura here just walking through the minion waves.
Wants it.
Akiho wants blood. He wants 2 stacks on his Magi.
He wants those stacks, man. He has to get that cost efficiency going down now. Shura being cornered. One auto attack will do it. And the dragon goes over to Akiho. Speeding around now is this Janna with the mobility boots.
He's 1 stack away from the 20 stacks.
This guy, man, he is a bloodthirsty support nonetheless. Just chasing the enemy support into his own jungle, no problems.
Yeah. You're not gonna run away from Janna, man.
Yeah, definitely not. Now the rest of the team all finishing their respective power spike items. Static shift being completed for the side of Slay. Wow, so much damage goes down to Meme immediately. The kiting from Slay. 1, 2, 3. He lands the red. Now the distortion comes in. Going in so hard. It's the side of Asus Fate. He takes a bit of damage but knows that his Meganar isn't afraid of one little LeBlanc. Now the rest of Asus Fate piling down on this turret. The Meganar making short work of it. Taking down the second inhibitor is the side of Asus Fate.
Out all their main ultimates up. Fate's Call is up as well. They have the Meganar coming in. Shady's gonna start building that as well. And there we go, Slay. Oh my goodness, just completely zoning as well. Gets the Fate Call for no apparent reason at all. Akiho's like, what's up, bro?
Yeah, Akiho is just a beast in this game. He already plays so much. Going down, Knock has been popped, the Frozen 2. Ethan uses it on himself and he has to fall immediately to the Gnar in the front line. play. No fear at all. Nige is the only one alive, but I spoke too soon. He went down to the Ren. Immediately, the game goes over. To ASF's fate, it looks like 32-9. Very dominating performance coming in here for the Vietnamese side, wanting to tie themselves for that second place or even exceed War God's Diamond.
Yeah, they at least will confirm the tie coming into Group A here with that win. My question to you, Hungry Kid, is there any one champion that you want to ban out from this team composition from the side of ASF's fate? I mean, we talked about the fact that Sivir will be a much better pick for this comp to just zerk them down, go with the Initiation, the Na, and the Jarvan. The Castling can do so as well. But the thing is that you talk about the amount of damage that they lack, and Kalista is one carry that has so much damage in the late game.
I mean, you ask me, do you ban anyone out? Yeah, you ban out this Kalista with 12.4 thousand gold who was dumping on that Graves in lane. Many people regard Graves to be the best, if not the second best AD carry in this patch, second only to Sivir. Well, there's your Kalista. He's basically put Graves in the dumpster.
Oh yeah. I mean, the first pick Janna as well coming in, giving away the Janna, I have to say. Not even the first pick. Allowed so much mobility to happen, and you just saw I think War Gods got collapsed constantly in that fight.
War Gods really played into the hands of ASF's fate in that pick and ban phase. We have to see if they shape up their pick and ban phase in a bit. Game 2 will be coming up after a short break. And once again, guys, I'm Daryl Hungry Kid Lim. That's Donovan Wolffu. We'll be back in a bit.
Oh, okay, so I'll see you tomorrow, huh? Okay, bye.
Hey bro, who's that? Audrey Play hard to get, play hard to get. Girls you cannot spoil them one. Somehow, she's totally into you. Meaning, you totally have the upper hand. Meaning, you totally pretend you don't care. That way, she'll confirm come begging for you.
No. You're not gonna tell him that you like him. You're a girl Since when you hear a girl confessing to a guy? But what if he never tells me that he likes me? I can't wait forever, right?
Tell you what, tomorrow at the party, follow my drift. Confirm she confessed to you first.
I tell you what lah, tonight just listen to me. I confirm plus chop, he will confess to you. No, go and change.
Wow, banana.
Oh, Audrey, you look normal.
Bro, don't throw the game. You ready?
So, what's your name?
Xiaoming.
Nice name. Gotcha!
Well played.
Oh, you have no idea.
Game on.
Hey, but she's already talking to Xiaoming.
They know that you like her. But the game has just begun. Go and talk to that girl.
You're so funny. Little that we know that he likes you, Plan B. You look really handsome tonight.
And you very beautiful.
I think this is a good moment for us to kiss.
Bro, we are winning. Don't back up now.
Shall we?
Yes.
Okay, stop.
Why?
Because Ryu.
What?
Ryu.
What?
我喜欢你，
What?
喜欢你，
Who?
你我喜欢你。
Cannot hear.
我喜欢你。
What?
我喜欢你。Your plan worked.
Our plan.
Wow, banana.
And when I try to kiss Terence, he won't be able to do it.
Hey, but what if they don't want to confess it?
Trust me, both you and I know that Kristen and Terence have liked each other for a very long time. They won't be able to hold it in.
Hey, Terence is coming. I'll talk to you later. Okay? Okay. Oh, okay, so I'll see you tomorrow, huh? Okay, bye. Wow, banana.
Yeah, I have something to show you later.
What is he going to show me? Oh my god, is he going to propose? He brought me to such a romantic restaurant and told me he had something to show me. He must be proposing. Oh my god, he's getting down on his knees. Oh my god. You sneaky. He must have hidden the ring somewhere. Let me see. Where? Must be in the cake. Oh my god, must be in the cake. Eat it, Christian. Eat it now and you're engaged. Must be the wrong cake.
Hey dear, relax. I can buy you another cake. Don't need to do this to my cake. It's my cake.
So what? What are you gonna show me?
Relax. It's just a magic trick that I learned. I show you. See lock. Cannot come out. Magic. Zai, right? Come out already, Zai. Hey, where are you going?
Hey, look at her. I bet she thought that he was gonna propose. Crazy.
Uh-huh.
Are you listening to me?
I'm sorry, babe.
are not in the into group of Asus Fate. I mean, we talked about the fact that Sivir will be a much better pick for this comp to just zerk them down, go with the initiation, the null, and the
grudge match between Asus Fate as well as Wargod's PID Diamonds. For those of you who aren't sure, I'm Daryl Hungry Kid Lim, that's Donovan Wu Fu, and today we will be bringing you the second game in just a bit between these two rivals.
Yeah, that's right. In the first game, if you missed it, it was Asus Fate and Slay on his Callista, Jinky on his Kassadin, as well as Shady on the Gnar coming up big in that fight. Massive KDAs for Jinky as well as Shady. Wargos just looked extremely lost there. The moment their combination actually failed, they kind of crumbled, just like breadcrumbs.
Yeah, it worked once, and then they were probably like, yeah, you know, it's working, guys.
And then the second time they tried it, they got completely they got it completely.
It was very unfortunate considering, you know, there was some promise in the composition. The fact that you eliminate one target, you move on and take an objective.
You go for the Fiddlesticks, the Nocturne, the Lysandra, but that didn't really work out too well.
It didn't really work out to their plan because at a certain point in time, Slay got really fed on that Callista and was basically able to bully out that Graves being played by Ethan out of lane, or Eben, excuse me, and then the rest of the lanes just got going really quickly. Jinky on Kassadin accrued a very early CS lead as compared to Nage on LeBlanc.
13-minute Rod of Ages.
Yeah.
30 CS difference at the 10-minute mark. It was
before his Rod of Ages even fully stacked, he picked up his Hourglass already, and it was like, guys, I'm ready to fight. Let's go.
Yeah, it's insane the amount of things that he actually got into for this one. But nevertheless, we are into game number 2. This time, Asus Fate will be playing on the blue side, whereas Wargod PID Diamonds playing on the purple side.
So once again, that Zed being banned away now. Nage and Meme have swapped positions, so this could signal a sort of role swap. The laners in the GPL are very flexible, especially with the most flexible being IGL. Instead this game Legends from Group D, where they could basically swap players at a whim before the game, and they are very comfortable in various roles. Now, Zed and Zeref being taken out for the side of Asus Fate, as well as Jarvan and Janna being targeted from the side of Wargod's PID Diamond. Now that Jarvan against Mio, that Jarvan really did a lot of work in the early game, especially exerting a lot of gank pressure in the bot lane to get Slay going. Now that Janna first pick for Asus Fate also did help Akiho in the fact that he got that Magi to 20 stacks by that late game.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we think about all the things that Asus Fate actually played. I do like the bans coming out from PID Diamonds here. Taking away the Janna will mean that Asus Fate can't first pick it. Taking away the Jarvan is something that I don't exactly like, because you actually have Meme. Okay, here's my question for you, Hungry Kid. Is Meme going to play the mid lane this game?
Yeah, as I said, they did lane swap, so it's probably gonna be
role swap.
Yeah, a role swap as well. Once again, the ban's very targeted. Now this does force Asus Fate into showing their hand a little, considering they can't first pick the Janna anymore. Thresh, however, is available for Akio. We'll see if he picks it up. Lee Sin as well is available.
Pantheon is available for Mio.
But
you block in the Kassadin. This is a very big flex pick as well. Jinky is, I mean, Jinky beat LeBlanc, beat Nage in the lane there, but this time he could be going up against Meme, so we have to see.
Yeah, but the Kassadin-LeBlanc matchup is skewed towards Kassadin, so no big deal there. Locking that in early, Jinky probably wants something he's comfortable on. We always say that, you know, give Jinky a champion he likes and he'll do well. Yeah. Give him a very oddball pick and he's sure to falter here and there. In response, this Ahri being picked up. I don't like the Ahri hover here coming out from Wargods. I think what they should do is actually lock in a Lee Sin possibly, or maybe even a Pantheon here, and maybe pick up a support, or even the Graves, who is one of the more power picks. Sivir here could be really good with Pantheon as well, zerging right in. So good that they changed it away from the Ahri. I wouldn't necessarily play a Sivir comp into Kassadin just because he's so mobile. Yeah. Instead, I'll go for more of a fast push composition. Or
Lysandra is actually open as well.
Yeah, I'll go for something that can exert a lot of pressure on the lanes themselves. Yeah. And you can see here with the Pantheon, early ganks are plenty, as well as that Corki, who is still a very decent and strong laner compared to the rest of the pool, although he has received a bit of nerfs in the form of the mana cost.
Still strong. A lot of AD carries still like the Corki because of the upfront burst damage. I like the Nocturne Thresh, however. Nocturne's a pseudo counter to the Grand Skyfall coming in from Pantheon.
It basically denies vision from the Pantheon, so the communication gets a bit, where are we going, who are we targeting? And then the Nocturne just comes in and counter ganks.
Yeah, it gets a bit antsy. Mio actually hovered over the Kha'Zix. He actually plays quite a good Kha'Zix here as well. I don't think they should lock in so as well, but the thing is, they have no reason to worry. Otherwise, Lissandra could be another big pick here. They could run the shady Lissandra and don't insta-kill someone with a lot of burst damage. They have in between damage coming out, but with Kalista in the mix, even Nocturne just has quite a bit of burst everywhere right now. It's going to be a risk fight. They won't have their cooldowns available for them, and then you have the Narva, the Kassadin, even the Kalista to come in with.
I'm interested to see if Meme does play that Azir, considering they have role swapped a bit. Azir against Kassadin, the early game advantage always goes over to Azir, and later on as well, because if you Rift Walk in to try and trade damage, he's just going to use those Sand Soldiers to poke you down. Anything goes alright, he just uses Shifting Sands as well as the Emperor's Divide.
Use their cooldowns properly here,
and then
especially on the side of War God that don't insta-kill someone with the amount of burst damage they have in between the LeBlanc, go over the Emperor's Divide. Even Nocturne at times it's coded in such a way that they actually knock you back. So every time you try to go over, you actually get knocked back instead. So it's really interesting to watch that one. They have no reason to actually lock in the Azir. I actually like the Irelia pickup here coming in from PID Diamonds. And Shiro is very comfortable on the Fiddlesticks. I mean, don't completely agree with this pick, but Shura kind of shows that his Crow Storms, I have to say, have been in pretty good positions, especially in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, definitely have to agree with you there. Now, for the Aurelia, it's not too bad of an open pick, but considering that they are on purple side, I'm not particularly sure why they didn't just save the Aurelia pick to counter pick the top laner.
They might want to see who the mid lane coming out from Ace's Fate is to allow Meme to go for the counter pick as well.
The flex pick of Kassadin now, it's probably not going to be that Veigar hover from Akiho. He is trolling us, instead going with that Thresh now.
The Veigar into Azir is actually a pretty good matchup.
Considering they do lock in the Azir though.
Yeah, if they do lock in the Azir.
But as you mentioned, Kha'Zix for Mio is something that he's rather comfortable on.
Yes.
It's probably...
He showed proficiency, but again, my whole issue with Kha'Zix in the jungle is that you need laners that can actually lock down a target, wave clear relatively well as well. You might want a Zerath in the mid lane, the Malphite, not entirely sure about that, into the Irelia, and then you got the Nocturne. I really like the Nocturne lock-in.
Yeah, this Malphite, the Vietnamese special as it were, Jensen, or rather J-Storm and I like to call this the Vietnamese special, because they have this pocket Malphite that all the Vietnamese teams play as a counter to Irelia, and it works really well. You basically use him to go even in lane, you place pressure in the mid and in the bot lane, and then when the team fights arrive,
teleport.
All you do is teleport, pull the trigger on the Unstoppable Force, and slow Irelia's attack speed to make sure she's neutralized in the fights. Now, as you mentioned, Nocturne, pseudo counter to that Pantheon. He does not possess, however, that amazing early game potential that Pantheon does have.
He does not. However, a Nocturne Malphite lane is actually pretty interesting to watch. Reason being is that once Malphite actually gets the Seismic Shot in, Nocturne with the speed up on the Dustbringer can easily proc the Fear Tether
like
as well.
Minus, so you can actually proc that Fear without too much of an issue. Now, hovering over this Ahri is Meme. I'm not too sure, as you mentioned, not too good of a matchup for Ahri against Kassadin, considering both are so mobile. If you want to hit a charm, you really gotta aim and just pray.
Man, not entirely sure about this, but they have actually a very decent pick comp coming in from War Gods here. If they can get the vision, a Terrify or a Charm will lead to a kill. Ace's Fate, on the other hand, very similar kind of style because of the Kassadin and Nocturne, as well as the Malphite. But the team fight presence coming out from Ace's Fate a lot larger in this game.
Yeah, this is extremely greedy, however, from Ace's Fate drafting this. So it will be Niche in the mid lane. They just perhaps lined up a bit off in the Champions Leg rushing in. But back to my point, very greedy composition coming from Ace's Fate, because basically you need to get to the point in the late game where...
Scale.
You have to scale. That Malphite, yes, he's going to be doing that CC in the form of Unstoppable Force, but you have no damage coming from that Malphite. He's only going to be tanky. But a tanky Malphite who has fallen behind, not that good. Nocturne as well has to scale and get his items. If not, he's just going to be an outbot, so to speak. And that Kassadin as well, if he falls behind in lane, is not going to do as well compared to that Ahri, who's going to be able to one-shot anyone else in that game. So very greedy coming from Ace's Fate, as they realized they can't swap the champions for War Gods PID.
Yeah, I mean, there were some swap issues. Hopefully they actually line up properly. Guys. Hopefully they line up properly.
Yeah. So hopefully they do line up properly this time.
It kind of just shows us well. Yeah, okay, there we go. Meme coming in second, you know. Yeah, and it's confirmed same bans and picks. Let's actually talk a little bit more about the team composition. You know what I mean? Other than the fact that Ace's composition is a little bit greedy, as you would say, it takes a lot of time to scale up. How do you think War Gods can actually use this, knowing what they have in store for them already?
Now, considering that both teams want to scale a bit more, you have the Irelia, however, on the purple side, together with that Corki, who hits a very decent mid-game power spike. Irelia, the moment she hits level 7 or level 9, you get level 4, level 5 in hit 10 style, you can basically rush down the AD carry without any issue. Corki as well, the moment he hits Triforce and that Sword Boots, he's going to be doing a whole ton of damage in the form of rockets as well as auto attacks. So the mid-game power spike definitely in the favor of War Gods PID in this case.
Yeah, I like to see that War Gods actually, again, teams in the GPL not the best in terms of objective control, but War Gods should use their mid-game power spike to ascertain some dragons, get some turrets or some kills, and if they can do that, it's going to be really strong. As you said, Triforce, and even without the Triforce, mid-game Corki, mid-game Pantheon, mid-game Ahri, even mid-game Fiddlesticks, very strong.
And the real concern here, as you mentioned, pick composition, yes. Compared to the side of Asus Fate, you pick one person off, their comp does not work as well because a lot of the damage rests on Jinky as well as Slay and Mio. If you pick off that Kassadin or Callista, you're always gonna win a fight from there on out. Yep. You have that Irelia to rely on, you have that Corki to rely on in the mid game.
It's the double damage threat that's coming out from Asus Fate. My worry is that if Asus Fate break even past the 25-minute mark, the moment fight lands a really clutch out, Jinky's gonna just destroy you. Slay is just gonna clean up fights. And if they were to kite away, Jinky's really good at kiting away.
Yeah,
Slay is really good at kiting away as well. And War Gods here have to make the perfect pick, I would have to say, on either Jinky or Slay in the mid game to shut them down as much as they can in order for them to actually close out this game with out having to deal with the late game monster that Kassadin and Callista actually is.
Yeah, they do.
And dancing around objectives, dancing for vision control is going to be the main key factor here for War Gods to actually win out on this one.
Yeah,
because
as you mentioned,
without a doubt, they have the mid-game power spike.
Yeah, if you don't have vision from the side of Asus Fate, it's basically Crow Stomp to the face and Charm to the face. But if you don't have vision on the side of War God's Diamond, Unstoppable force into that hook, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. That's not only two tools. You have the Aegis Junior coming out from Meme. You actually even have the Equilibrium Strike coming out from Ethan.
So both teams here are really going to value that vision. Because of the amount of crowd control they can overlap onto each other.
This is just a really interesting pick ban phase coming out from both these teams. Aces Fate here showing this power pick, I would say, in the form of Cassidy and Callista, something the other groups need to watch out for, because they are poised right now to actually make it out of Group A.
Yeah, if they do take this game, they will be 2 points ahead of their sister team for War Gods, and they will take the second position, denying them the second place. So
yeah, I mean, of course, assuming no hiccups actually happen in the final week of the GPL. Where Aces faces GameX War God. So even if they draw this one, it is still not a
100%
guarantee.
Because as you all know, if GameX War Gods does take the 3 points, excuse me, against Aces Fate, they will be the ones to make it out of group stages and deny them the advancement of the GPL.
Here is, however, Aces Fate's time to shine in order for them to get the advantage in this upcoming matchup between them next week, of course. Because if Aces Fate here beats out War God PID Diamonds for 2-0, they can actually afford a draw against GameX War Gods, and that is something that you can be extremely comfortable in. You might not want to show all your cards.
You could even cheese the first game and, you know, get away with that, because once you hit that draw point, you're safe out of groups.
Exactly. You are absolutely right. But yes, this is the, I believe, week 5 matchup between Aces Fate as well as War God PID Diamonds. If you guys are just joining us, welcome to the GPL Spring 2015 split. Aces Fate now up 1-0 ahead of War God PID Diamonds.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, excuse me, the previous game was rescheduled due to a ping issue coming in from, I believe, both teams. They were a bit iffy and weren't comfortable to play, so they decided, you know, we're just gonna call off until the internet gets better.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is a inter-regional game, so...
And this is the great part about it, because being in the GPL means you have teams that are representing each country.
Yeah.
Aces Fate from Vietnam, War God PID Diamond coming from the Philippines, and we want them to play at the highest possible competitive level, and this means we have to ensure good latency onto both sides. And I think if we were to reschedule a game, and hey, we reschedule a game, this game, the 2 games, and we got to see Callista being picked here in the GPL. Worth
now, if you
every
guys
single
don't know
minute
what
of
we're talking about, go rewatch game 1. That Callista was pretty sick in my opinion. You're gonna go home and try that build the moment I get him.
You might want to stay and watch game number 2 though, because there is a Callista in game number 2 on the side of Slay as well.
Callista Day, guys.
Yeah. Callista's... League of Legends is at a point right now, especially with the Season 5 coming in, 2015 season, we don't call it Season 5 anymore, that a lot of the champions are... You see team comps being built around multiple champions, especially if you're really good at them. We have the great Azir players that have that themselves as a pocket pick.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Team Liquid's Phoenix is pretty
Jace coming in for for many of the LCK mid laners.
Coco.
Yeah. LeBlanc is just a really strong pick. We even have multiple AD carries being picked up. I think we saw Jinx, we saw Corki, we saw Graves, we are seeing Callista.
Dude, even Kongmo to a certain extent is one of those AD carries you could build a composition around, no problem. Yeah, exactly.
It's all on Prey.
A lot of these new styles of compositions coming in, and
I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah, definitely excited I'm waiting for the influence to trickle over into the GPL a bit more, so the teams, you know, start realizing this champion is something we can utilize.
I'm actually not waiting for. I hope the influence does not trickle over. Reason why is because every time these so-called quote-unquote meta picks trickle over, the GPL teams just stick to that meta pick because it works. And I actually like watching games like these where
like random Kalista pickup.
Yeah, exactly. Just really random picks that make sense. I have to say they have to make sense. Like oddball picks that completely don't fit in the comp. The funny thing is that Vietnamese teams have a lot of pocket picks. Outside of Malphite, they have the pocket Jace and the pocket Gragas. I want to see the Gragas.
Not as much as it did surface in the previous game, but Nature, the REM base level 1 strats, you gotta think, Wargot's Diamond here, throwing them off the level 1. So has picked up his items, moving up together with Shura. So Buddy System exiting the base, don't wanna be privy to any of those ganks.
The Slay Akiho lane right now, the Kalista Thresh lane is a very different lane than the Kalista Janna lane.
Yeah, a lot more kill potential and a lot more, oh my goodness, Iban, you have just left the game.
Yeah, wonder what just happened here. Iban quit, but nevertheless, we should kind of figure out later on. No worries just yet. Aces Fate here coming up. With that team composition, I wonder how it's going to work. We're going to wait for it to scale off the late game. If we talk about the lane matchups, we've kind of mentioned top lane already at length actually. Malphite kind of just really wins out against Irelia head on. I mean, every time she comes in from the CS, land the ground slam, land the seismic shot, go for the harass.
Yeah.
She can't trade back.
Then the fact that the shield provides a lot of buffer in terms of trading.
There are a lot of things that we need to work on. My concern is really Jinky. He's such a strong laner, but the RE to Kassadin matchup is... Kassadin is not going to like that matchup.
He's going to take a lot of early harass in the form of auto deception as well as auto attacks. But Jinky, you know, tried and tested, proven in the mid lane that his Kassadin is something to be feared.
Yes. Nage as well actually doesn't have a huge amount of damage output in the early stages of the game. But the moment he hits the level 3, level 4 mark and Meme comes for the gank with a Chilling Smite, it's a almost 100% charm that's landing on you along with the Ignite as well. Really surprised that Jinky here not opting for a more defensive kind of summoner because I don't think Mio will be able to affect the lane as much as we've seen in the previous game where Meme actually playing the Nocturne as well.
Yeah, now level 1 starts for those junglers, both resuming or rather imitating the previous game here.
Yeah, going from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, AD carries and support helping their junglers out. It's gonna be that level 2 rush here again. Shiro has wised up to the previous strategies of Assist Fate and is using that Dark Wind to push up. Once again, picking up that Sentinel level 1 to push the lane is this Assist Fate bot lane. Gonna hit that level 2 early in fact as compared to Wargod.
I really like this Sentinel pickup. It's really good. I mean, I like Kalista as an AD carry. I actually like Pierce. I'm the more poke-centric lanes, especially play against Sona. It's just insane to run Pierce. But oh wow, the level 2 coming up big here. Will he land? Oh, tries to predict where the Valkyrie goes, but Akiho not pulling a Mad Life right here. Iban Valking the right way, leveling up just in the nick of time as well.
Yeah, the last minion just gave them level 2, allowing him to level up Valkyrie and use that to escape now. A lot of return damage going down on the side from Wargod, so they know that they want to be able to trade this damage and not give Slay the lead he had as compared to the previous game.
Yeah. Another thing that I want to point out is that picking up the Sentinel early allows the bottom lane to play hyper aggressive. It's so
speaking of hyper aggressive, Iban goes extremely low, has his flash, has to use it to escape. Oh, excuse me, does not use that flash to escape, however, does go down to the side of Akiho. He does get the kill, so bloodthirsty support doing his work here. Wonder if he'll go Mage Eyes again, to be honest.
Maybe not on a Thresh. He could go for the Occult though because the play actually scales off AD. Oh, Mio might get caught here. Very good bait out of the Spell Shield. The Fear Tether will not come out. And then we've got the Spears dropping in. Whoa, what was that coming out from Slay? No idea what happened right there, but I think they wanted to dive with the fact that Akiho might have his Lantern up, but the exhaust as well as the fear prevented Slay from clicking on that
I believe
lantern.
he went under turret to get the kill, and then the
immediately
exhaust,
got terrified and exhaust.
And then the life drain also did help him survive that. So a bit too greedy coming from his fate. Has to play within their boundaries, I think.
But it just shows how confident Slay and Akiho really are. It's crazy.
Like they aren't showing any respect to this ball lane
Not
coming
at all.
From Eben as well as Shura.
I mean, Corki Fiddlesticks, it somewhat works like a Graves Fiddlesticks lane where you actually get the Terrify and launch your combo out, but man, against the Thresh, it's just really hard to walk up as a Fiddlesticks because you're in danger of actually getting Death Sentence onto you.
And the thing is, with the recent changes to the Phosphorus Bomb projectile speed, it's easier to dodge around with that martial poise coming from Slay. You won't take as much damage in trades as you would have maybe 2 patches ago.
Different itemization as well coming out from Slay. Getting killed that early goes back to buy the Vampiric Scepter, will allow him to sustain a lot more play, actually even more aggressive in the lane if he places his Sentinel well as well. And Mio here, I actually like Nocturnes with the early Rangers Trailblazer because that just allows you to farm so quickly alongside your Umbra Blades as well. And this means that you can hit level 6 faster.
And then when you hit level 6, you basically switch over to Stalker's Blade, you know, get that very effective gang off. So,
yeah,
Mio
similar to what Meme can do actually, but I prefer the Stalkers on an early Pantheon because it allows you to catch up with the gap close.
Yeah, speaking of Meme, going very deep to get the
Akiho
ward
though.
down. Akiho does get the flay, wants to go for the hook. Baiting it out a bit. Meme eats the hook. The lantern is taken by Jinky. A lot of damage going down the charm. Lands on Mio. Meme is so low. Does he survive? One last play will take him. However, Mio does get a kill. Teleport coming in from Ethan. Oh, Ethan, excuse me. Ethan going so deep. They are chasing deep into the jungle. There's no vision for the side of War Gods. They should back off here. As in the top lane, Shady just taking the time to push.
Meme, actually gets the death sentence down, gets the lantern here, and then we got a Fear Tether coming out. Ethan will try to get a kill onto Jinky, but the Fear
dangerous game
right there, and there we see Mio coming out with 2 kills in that fight. Level 5 already. He could just swap it out right now for the Stalkers. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that was a bit over aggressive, I think. At the point where I said, you know what, they should back out of now. Back out of the jungle now. They probably should have heeded my advice and ran out.
They definitely should have. Meme in the first place should not have been there for those deep wards as well.
And this is something you always see the Vietnamese teams do. At 4:30 to 6:30, they'll send their support up toward around the mid lane to secure a lot of mid lane pressure for their mid laner. In this case, Jinky, you can see very aggressive now. Akiho
gets the death sentence down now and forcing the flash coming out from Iban. The ignite drops down. Will he get taken out? I think he will. There we go. Akiho here showing that aggressive play coming in. Walking up, landing the flay, waiting for the Valkyrie, throwing out the death sentence.
Yeah, really good play here coming in from Akiho.
Don't think. Level 6 coming in.
Does not hit Jinky. He speed rush into the wall. Jinky is safe for now, but does not live beyond that Nage. Misplaying the gank a bit, but overall just brute forces the damage down.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Nage actually hitting level 6 earlier because he was in lane longer. Jinky actually traversed his jungle a little bit, so making us that additional advantage. We talk about a mid-game power spike. It's going to happen soon. It's going to happen within the next 2 minutes or so. Let's see if War Gods actually transition that into something different. Shura making the roam up top as well.
And the big problem is the kill distribution right now for War Gods is hang on a bit. Shura comes in for a gang. The roaming support wants to immolate Akiho.
He has flash.
Will we see the flash fear? Very aggressive if he does do that. Akiho notes that
Shady's level 6 as well.
Out of lane. Oh, there's a ward there, so
yeah,
it shouldn't be too much of a... Yeah, there's a ward there. Shouldn't be too much of a gang that could happen.
There we go.
Look at the map. Akiho just roams up to the mid lane to exert pressure on Nage.
I watched the deep warding as well coming from Akiho. Ooh, Nage is gonna get dove on. He has no out, gets the flay, and there we go. We have the fear proc coming in as well. Mio as well as Jinky should be counter jungling the blue buff right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Or even the dragon.
Definitely go for the blue buff, then the dragon after that, considering that the jungler has base and the support is top lane.
Oh, they're gonna find another pick here. Will they get onto Meme though? Will it be Kassadin coming in? Does not have the Rift Walk. Thought could go for the false pulse first. Before actually trying to land the death sentence.
Yeah, he used the Rift Walk to get onto the lantern to take that. However, Akiho did not land the hook, so Meme does get out alive. Now the flay coming from the side. Oh, Eban takes so much damage from Slay, can't participate in this fight. Jinky, bit of Dark Wind and bounces over to Akio for stealing the blue, you know, paying a bit of a penalty there.
A little bit. Can they actually make use of this timing? The fact that Mio does not have his ult up, will they want to go for the dragon play here? My only concern is actually Shady with the teleport Malphite.
Yeah, the teleport Malphite with the unstoppable force. He could actually base and then, you know, teleport behind the fight.
Meme actually used his ultimate to travel to the bot lane here, to completely no effect at all down the Tri-Brush. So as you can see, Meme's ultimate is on cooldown. Akiho and Slay are so healthy right now to get the hook onto Shura. This should be a dead fiddlesticks right here. Oh, he gets the flash out. If Slay actually could use the Fate's Call a little bit better there, that could have been a very big ult coming in right now. However, there's no follow-up from Meme. Can Slay actually survive this one? Takes the Lantern back from here, and then we see a counter kill. Shady actually goes down. Nage actually taking one too many turret shots. The Dustbringer comes out. Will Mio come out? The Chilling Smite is not available, but he might be able to turn this around. The red buff tick is coming in. Ethan's gonna go down. Nage gets the charm. Mio's gonna follow up with the Dustbringer. The auto attack is enough. Gets the flash out of Nage, and there we go. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade in the top lane. Oh, Meme. Whoa, nearly going down as well in the middle. Jinky actually had his flash, used the ignite. Nearly took out Meme. Meme is surviving with less than many of the HP.
Oh, but Mio finds Meme. The smite does get him. Now he gets the blue buff, or the red buff, excuse me, for his troubles. A bit too greedy there by Meme, not knowing that the Nocturne was in the brush, not even having the vision and the
He should have known that actually Nocturne was in the top lane because...
Yeah, exactly. He went for the kill attempt onto Nage and then walked off the lane. So I think Meme did not pay too much attention there.
Yeah.
And as a result...
Yeah, as a result, actually getting the kill. Shady actually tried a teleport gank there as well. Didn't use the ultimate because I think the Valkyrie was already up from Iban. And they're gonna just... Look at this pin cushion.
Yeah. Just pulling those stacks out and securing the dragon for himself. It stacks up to an infinite amount of damage, guys. So if you want to secure the dragon, get those Ren stacks down.
Exactly. Oh, Nage coming in. Spirit Rush is not available. This is going to be a free kill coming in. However, Jinky gets taken down here, and Shady gets taken down as well. The lack of damage from an early game Kassadin and early game Malphite was not enough to take down Nage, and I feel that the Soul Siphon coming out from the Ahri as well kept Nage alive along with those health potions.
Yeah, they can dive him here if the tower goes down. Akio has to be very careful with dives on the backline. Mio gets the kill, but the rest of the team is following up. The double man play gets him. Ethan tries to kite back. The smite does finish him off. Meme, you have to run, my friend. Dustbringer does tag him.
The fear tether. Gets it, dives under the turret. Meme has the stun up. Mio might go down here. Spell Shield's not going to save you from the turret, man.
Yeah, but it does save him from the spear shot. Akio going very deep onto this. Once the kill, he does have the ignite if he lands the hook.
Will he? Ooh, really close there.
Just sails past Meme. No problem. That Pantheon knows that he's safe from harm there.
Wow, there's a lot of back and forth kills. I mean, will you agree with Ace's Fate aggression in the mid lane there to try to jump onto Nage without any vision control at all?
As I mentioned in the pre-game during the pick and ban, it's a very greedy composition. You don't have enough damage, you need time to scale up. Kassadin has barely yet to finish his Rod of Ages, and you only have defensive stats on Shady, and the damage from Slay isn't even relevant considering he only has the Hurricane to 2 parts of Corki's Trinity Force, so you can't overextend like that and hope to get a fight. As the Crow Storm goes down in the bot lane, so much on to Slay, he drops himself immediately. Now the top lane, the gank is looking to happen for Asu's Fate. The proxy of the waves will come in by Shady. Akio sitting on the sidelines, has his ignite, has his box, wants to go in for his kill.
They are waiting for Shady's ultimate to be up actually. So that's gonna come back in a few seconds. They should wait for this one. Yeah, however, I think the timing's really off right here because Shady just stayed way too long in that top lane area. Should have waited for the ultimate to be up before actually proxying the wave and then instantly gone in for the dive and get out of there immediately, more like a hit and run kind of thing. Wargods could have easily responded to that one.
Yeah, but they do get the hook. There's a 3-man collapse onto Ethan. He will go down. The Grand Skyfall has been channeled. Ethan is surviving so long.
Gets the knock up at the instant that Meme actually dropped there. Meme couldn't even respond at all. His flash was up. He couldn't even get the stun. Nage here. What a pause coming in from both these teams.
very dramatic pause as it is Nage being stuck in the box. Jinky coming down the side. He has fired the null sphere though, so a lot of damage will be going on to Nage. Now, as I can
apparently
understand,
Nage actually lost control of his yeah, okay, they're ready now. They're gonna unpause the game. Let's see if Nage survives this one. He has Spirit Rush.
A smart man would say that he would escape, considering that both
good
teams
guy aces Fate right here, allowing Nage to survive that one.
Yeah, really nice guys that knowing that there's a bit of a ping issue,
they're not gonna abuse the fact that, you know, Nage was just in the wrong place.
Yeah,
I guess.
So now his bot lane slaying a lot of damage going down into Eben. Honestly, you would not peg this lane to come out ahead for Slay, but because of all the focus on the rest of the map, he's been getting the isolated 1v1.
He's been 1v2ing this actually. Shura has actually visited the lane to try to allow alleviate some pressure from Iban. They're actually all sitting on top of a ward, so this gank is not going to work out at all.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate Sentinel does not review wards. You should know there's a pink ward there, considering Shura has been hitting the just recently planted ward.
You know, Mio is just insane in this game. He's 8-0-1.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that he hasn't gotten even more items. Hasn't gone for like something like a Ravenous Hydra.
Or you know, even finish up the Blade of the ranking. He went for the Brutalizer.
He went for the double Brutalizer from the Warriors as well, so that's really interesting there. Top lane Nocturne actually quite strong if you know how to play it into the right matchup.
Yeah, but
Wave clears insanely, has map presence, and doesn't even need to take teleport, picks Ignite, wins lane.
Yeah, a lot of pressure going down to the blue buff for War God's PID. They're sitting off the side. They know that this blue buff wants to be taken here by ASF's Fate.
Let's watch this blue buff skirmish actually in the blue area. They actually kill off a pink ward there. However, blue control is... Oh, actually grabs that one. Oh, smite. Neither jungler actually smiting that one. Jinky actually getting it. Darkness appears. Tries to save Slay there. Slay was sorely out of position because Shura landed with the Crow Storm. Mio is going to get a shutdown here. Jinky now joins the fight. Teleport coming from Shady. Two-man knockup coming in. Shura is going to go down, or is he? Double kill for Jinky. Jinky on the chase. Has a false pulse. Gets the... doesn't get the triple. Will we get a triple off this one? It's actually a double here for both Jinky as well as Akiho.
Scumbag support steals the kill at 407. I think you should just be giving it over to your mid lane or even your top lane at this point in time.
If this was like fantasy GPL, I would not pick Slay, even though the amount of map presence that he actually kind of draws from the War God's Diamond team is so insane. But ASF's Fate is like, Jinky, you're so good, we're just willing to let you die.
Yeah,
just give the kills to everyone
drop
else.
Jinky on the first round if there is a fantasy GPL. But in the mid lane, Shady as well as Jinky, just ignore Ethan's Aurelia and take the mid tier 1 turret.
Yeah, the Frozen Heart actually completed here as well. Quick Silver Sash bought within the last minute or so, ever since Slay goes down. Slay's like, guys, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
This Crow Storm Terrifies are just... Forget it. Like if you're not even gonna help me, guys. If you're not even gonna help me, I'm gonna help myself with the Quick Silver Sash.
Yeah, so now he knows that the Quick Silver Sash is a necessity, picks it up. He's going to be able to teamfight a lot better considering that minute of reprieve is going to allow him to kite back a bit more.
Yeah.
Now very deep warding going in from the side of ASF. They do find out Meme. He gets the red buff, but not being spotted, not before being spotted by Akiho. Oh boy. Bye Meme, you're going down.
Goodbye.
The charm doesn't even land now. A lot of damage going on to Nage. He does hit the force pulse on by
He
Jinky.
has his Spirit Rush though, so good on Jinky not to actually dive this one.
Yeah, they are poised to try and dive him though. Very greedy.
If Akiho lands a hook, they're gonna dive it.
Yeah, I don't think they should, considering there's Irelia sitting off the side. They don't know that though, so...
Slay's like, hey guys, I'm here to join the team fight.
Akiho, he does get a hook down. Nage, you gotta be careful, you're gonna go down, my friend, with the red buff.
Bloodthirsty support kill right here.
Yeah, Akiho definitely MVP for this game, considering he has 13 KDA and an amazing kill participation score. This support man, he's making plays.
So if you get 1 death, do you divide your KDA by 2?
No, you divide it by 1.
Yeah, divided by 1. So if you get 0, you have infinite KDA.
Yeah. Don't tell it to the fantasy LCS guys. Oh, Meme gets caught by the hook immediately. Shady, he has the unstoppable force. Does not want to pull the trigger. Meanwhile, on the back line, Jinky, he was gonna force pulse. Wow, great engage going down. Meme immediately blown up. The rest of the team are collapsing. The hook goes up onto Ethan. You don't want to be there, my friend. You're gonna fall to Jinky. Double kill is this Callista. Now the Lantern comeback. Takes it away from the AD carry.
Kill right
Oh my. Finding everyone from War God's Diamond.
It's like, this is a warning. If you get hooked by me one more time, you're dead. I'm gonna let you live for now.
It's like
GPL had his rift walk up.
Yeah, so they just don't want to pick him off. They know that the threat of the kill is
fear.
better than the kill itself. So they go for the inhibitor, but they want to jump Nate. In the backline, Meme can only throw spears and stun up. He can't commit to this fight. Even Gatling gun not gonna do much. Rockets barely piercing the armor of Malphite here.
You know, this is Aces Fate sending a message, hanging a bloodied pig at the doorstep of War God's Diamonds, like, hey, take a bloody fiddlesticks.
Yeah,
don't mess with us.
Fiddlesticks can just go home, you know. Not too much of an issue.
It's like a threat. In 1 minute, you better surrender or something.
Yeah, now this dragon, the second one, they're gonna take.
Come on, the dragon's a pincushion again.
Yeah, but they're gonna get a bit too overconfident here. The fear goes down to Mio. Slay is just cutting backwards. Ethan gonna commit to the dragon instead. Very smart move here instead of chasing. Slay uses the sentinel. I don't think you wanna go in there, my friend. There's 5 members of War Gods ready to pounce on your undead. Kutus.
Akiho and Jinky here. I'm just really surprised that Akio didn't go for damage. Whoa!
Immediately blown
What
up.
was Slay doing there? I mean, Meme dropping the Grand Skyfall. That's something that you can't cleanse away. You can't cleanse away both a Pantheon and a Fiddlestick.
Goomba Storms aren't CC, they're just immediate deaths. So very overextended play here coming from Slay, a bit overconfident.
Speaking about Goomba Storms, can you have a full Goomba Storm team?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Kha'Zix, Pantheon, Gnar.
Gnar is the real Goomba Storm, by the way.
Yeah.
So. And you
it used to be Kha'Zix.
Yeah.
Because Penta Alex-ish.
Yeah.
Tristana.
That pentakill was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tristana as well.
Yeah, so you got 4 champions against Stomp. Anyone else that can stomp you? Do you consider Kassadin's Riftwalk a stomp?
Yeah, I mean, for the sake of this conversation, perhaps. Oh, the hook does land again. These are heat seeking by Nate. Shady goes in, so aggressive. Does not hit the unstoppable force. It is stopped in its track. Unlike the name suggests, Ethan as well as Meme want to provide some cover fire for Nate, who is just escaping.
I have to correct you there, Hungry Kid. The unstoppable force was not stopped. It just airballed completely.
Yeah, but
it went through.
You know what isn't stopped? Akiho's hooks. This guy is basically landing every hook that he throws out.
Help, report for scripting.
There you go, one more. Meme gonna fall down, my friend. Even tries to take advantage of
jump
this.
in on this one. Nice locket coming out. Mio now joins the fight. Actually has his ultimate available. Whoa! Akiho tries to go for the flash play there to interrupt the Valkyrie.
There you go.
He misses the hook. It's fine.
Just sending a message.
Always about sending the message.
Yeah, but oh, the cross stop main channel goes into 4 members. Sure, you don't want to do that, my friend. None of the follow-up skills land.
He even feared. Oh, gets the hook onto Nage now. Can he get it? Pin cushions coming in. Gets the smite for the kill. Who says Nocturne can't kill from range?
Yeah, they're basically competing who has the higher KDA now. The Grand Sky for main channel. Sure, eats the hook. So much damage on backline. Fate's Call being used to peel off. Meme going solo. Ethan. Now the Nocturne out, not even being used to execute him. Just for the style points.
Yeah, just for the style points right here. Gets the teleport. Can they close out this game? 10 more seconds before Iban and Shura actually comes back alive here. Will they want to continue pushing? They don't have their ultimates up right now. They are going to continue pushing. This is really interesting.
Yeah, you could see a bit of the overconfidence here. Basically, before Shura, before Slay overextended a bit, and then now, you know...
Oh, Slay, are you gonna make the plays here?
The kite!
Iban's just not doing anything at all. And this is why I talk about pin cushions. When you have so many pins in you, you're like, what am I gonna do? Oh,
round
gets the cleanse as well. Pin cushion Meme nearly goes down. Tries to kite Ethan. This is a one-man slow with the Pierce as well. Slay 2-0 already. Coming back in onto this one. What is going on, guys? Slay finally can't take it. He was 0, 3, and 3, and right now he's 6, 4, and 6.
Yeah, taking some revenge, you know, the spirit of vengeance, picking up that Magi's on Akiho's Thresh. Dude, this guy doesn't care if he doesn't need AP. He just wants those stacks.
Yeah, and we got the CC Rod Portal as well coming in for Shady.
Yeah, I believe it's pronounced Zero, not ZZ, as compared to you know, when it first came out, people were confused about the name, but J-Storm, Chris, and I had a very long discussion about this, and we arrived at the conclusion that it was Zero.
I'll wait for the right answer. Right now, I'm just gonna
Rito, please.
I'm just gonna call it make it sound like a rapper.
Yeah.
Right here. So well, ZZ Rod for now.
More or less like the Rockstar ZZ Top.
Yeah, exactly.
The band rather.
Like the man ZZ Top.
The band.
So that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, let's do that. So face off happens here in the mid base of Wargod.
I'm waiting for Slay to actually, sorry to interrupt you there, because I saw the base gate. I'm just waiting for Slay to use the base gate, quote unquote use the base gate.
Yeah, but Jinky doesn't want to use anything except the kill so deep that knocks an ultimate Spirit Rush being used. The play by Meme, play onto Meme, excuse me, does get him back by a kill, the fear. Jinky is so deep. The hook does not let Unstoppable Force lands on 2 members. They go in so deep. Shady, you have no support, my friend. Nate's just in the backline throwing out skills after skills. Meme to get a heat seeker strike, doesn't get anything.
Hello, Slay.
Easton, you have to run, my friend. So does Shura. Akio as well as Slay are going so deep. They just want the kills that you don't even want to end the game. Guys, stop padding your KDA. This Callista is basically running over another Zero Portal, you know, spawning those little minions.
Yeah.
They look like scarabs to me. What do you think, Wolf?
They're called Void Spawns, but yeah, they do look a little bit like scarabs. One day we should have a skin for the Z, or the Zerot Portal, however you want to call it.
Yeah, that would be Rito, take my money, please.
Yeah. One day we have item skins.
With only.
Yeah.
And it won't be pay to win.
Yeah. It will not be pay to win.
So the rest of the team of Wargod still putting up a valiant defense. Asus Fate overcommitting here and there a bit more. You know, trying to go in very deep with those unstoppable forces, as well as Nocturne's ultimate, not really communicating well across the board. Jinky as well, you know, using those riff.
I don't know, I just think they're kind of fooling around right now.
Perhaps so.
The ZZ Rod or the Zerot Portal coming in, actually giving quite a bit of resistance, but not really doing all too much right now, because technically you want to pressure side lanes when you use that portal, and Asus Fate actually doesn't really need to pressure any more lanes. You can just kind of waltz in, win a team fight, and then end the game.
They are 15,000 gold ahead, which is essentially like 4 to 5 Infinity Edges to put it into items.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
They just won this third dragon, guys. We know it's all about the objectives. You're proving to us that you understand the sense of the game. With this dragon, they should be looking to end the game as well.
It's interesting they use Infinity Edges, because like Trinity Forces are a little bit closer to 5,000 gold, so
yeah, bad.
Yeah. I edge about 3.8, so yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
Because Infinity Edge is the best AD carry item. Heard it here on stream, guys.
Okay.
GPL.
Even after the critical strike nerf in 5.1.
Because all you need is one good crit in lane and you're basically dumpster the guy in trade. So I always
it's the
like
250%.
Yeah, maybe because I'm blessed by the RNG numbers, so I always crit guys. Heard it here first.
Ah. You have RNGesus on your side.
Definitely. So the team here wants to take this last outer tier turret from Wargods, destroying it, padding those KDAs. Jinky jumps.
Jinky just flash for the force pulse?
Jinky really wants this to pad his KDA.
Actually, Akiho wants it.
Yeah,
Akiho has the highest KDA right now.
Akiho knows that his stacks have to come in on the backline. Jinky as well as Akiho and Shady, the unstoppable force is available. They go in so deep, eat a bit of that laser. You know, just want to get a bit of a tickle going down.
Yeah, Void Spawns. Actually, let's catch if we can see the Void Spawn actually launch himself into the turret here. There you go.
Oh.
Do you see that?
The hook does land on Shura. So much damage coming in there. Unstoppable force just for even. Only specially for you, my friend. Now Slay in the front line. Chasing Ethan as well as Nature away. This guy doesn't even want to hit the Nexus, guys. Someone tell him, PM him on chat, hit the Nexus. There we go. Game 2.
Yeah, 2 going over to Asus Fate. They secure right now the 2nd place position, as of now at least, before the final week. And like I said, gives them that 1 game leeway against GameX Wargods.
Yeah, and especially in a series where it's basically do or die to make it out of the group stages. that one game buffer will help you a lot in planning the second game, knowing that you're still in the game if you win it.
Yeah, Hungry Kid, I know why Asus Fate won this one, because they have matching icons.
Bear Claws OP.
Yeah.
That is coincidentally the icon I'm using, so guys, you know where I'm going now. Challenger all the way.
Oh yeah, Challenger all the way. Oh my goodness. I mean, 10, 1, and 7 on Mio's. Nocturne 6, 0, and 19
and honestly, I have
on
to give
Akiho's Thresh.
the MVP of the series just to Akiho for those very good roams, as well as peeling so well for Slay in the early game as Jenna, and then later on as Thresh.
Yeah.
Those hooks were heat-seeking. He landed at least, 80% of them. It was really good considering how mobile the side of War Gods are. You have the Ari, you have that Corki. He's still landing all these things. But on the screen right now, guys, you can see tomorrow, the first day of the group of week 7 of the GPL, will be Saigon Fantastic 5 going up against Team Infinite. And then later on, the rematch, when they switch sides, best of 2, the winner of that series will get 3 points. If it's a draw, it's 1 point. If it's a loss, it's 0 points.
Yeah, that's
Following
right. Following that, we will have Unfa Ultimate going up against Mineski Globe here for our second match of the day. This is going to be a really important match for Mineski, because right now Unfa Ultimate sitting at the top of Group B. Mineski tied with Saigon Fantastic 5, and Team Infinite, I mean, I don't want to count them out, but they are at the bottom of the table.
They could pull a kaboom here.
Yeah, it should be, I would say right now, should be, not 100%, but should be a shoe-in for Saigon Fantastic 5 to 2-0 Infinite. And if Mineski wants to claim their second place, they need to beat Unfa Ultimate.
Yeah, they really have to. The amount of needs that Wolf just said don't even comprehend the amount of wins they have to take.
Yeah, exactly. This is the last game again, for Group B. This is their last and final game. And SF5 gets the so-called easier, quote-unquote easier matchup in this final week for Group B.
Against Team Infinite, honestly, the underdogs, considering they are a new team, and the region as a whole has not developed as much strategically. So the Vietnamese veterans, as it were, will be looking to take the 3 points and the 2-0 to advance out of group stages. Hopefully they do, considering, recently the play has been a bit shaky. But we're looking forward to them to show up tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to look forward to the Unfa Ultimate and Mineski match as well. We all should look forward to it, because it's going to be explosive, do or die for Mineski as well. So that will be it. My name is Donovan Wolf.
I'm Daryl Hungry Kid Lim, and on behalf of all the production crew casters, as well as all of you watching, thanks. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow for a great day of GPL games.